Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about Game 67. Start of a big three-game set here for the Dodgers. They beat the Padres 8-7. Big win to start off this series. This was a fun game, man. Went to extra innings. Dodgers only gave up one run after the third inning, because the first three innings they gave up runs, but then after that they didn't give up a run until the 10th inning. So Padres offense, it was good through the first three innings. Dustin May just didn't have the command, and they fought with some base hits, but then after the third inning they just couldn't really do much offensively. Neither team really could. The Dodgers got that one run in the fifth by Ha-Seong Kim to tie it, but other than that, nobody else was really doing anything. But then the Dodgers, they rise to the occasion in the top of the 10th. They scored two runs. I believe Andy Pages and Tommy Edman had that grounder. And Andy Pages has been so good this year. Remember when I shit on him to start the season and saying he was terrible? Well, how wrong I was. There was one bad call in the 10th inning. It looked like ball four from Tanner Scott, but I mean, both teams had their chances. Dodgers just come through, and the Padres even still had one out with that double, and didn't do anything. A pop up and a weak fly out to end it. So the Dodgers offense wasn't really good until the 10th inning. I mean, the first three innings was good, but then they come through in the 10th when they needed to. The Dodgers don't make any games easy. And the Dodgers and Padres rivalry, I mean, it's tough to take it. I mean, it's tough to take it over the Giants, but I mean, they always have intense games. So, such a great rivalry, man. I know we beat them a lot, so I don't know if it's considered a rivalry because we beat them a lot, but still, I mean, it's one of the best rivalries in MLB, one of the best. Dodgers-Giants always sit up there, too. And it helps that the Giants are actually good this year, but, man, it's a really good rivalry. They always have intense games, even in the regular season, that feel like playoff games. But, you know, there's been talk about the Dodgers' record against their teams above 500. When they're 16-14 against teams above 500, the Padres are like 15-22, and our run differential is plus 75. It's just the thing is the pitching. Even when our offense, you know, gets hot like they did early in this game, the pitching gives it back, and the defense. But pretty sloppy game overall because there was a lot of sloppy plays, like Teoscar Hernandez trying to make a sliding catch for no reason when I think it was a catchable ball. I know he's more of an athlete definitely more of an athlete than me, but it looked like more of a catchable ball. Adrian Marone made a terrible play at first base where he just spiked it. But a pretty sloppy game. I feel like we get their pitching healthy, but if we ever get our pitching fully healthy, I think we can run away with the division, because the Padres offense, while they scored 7 runs, 6 of those were in the first 3 innings. Their offense is just not as good as it was. It's not as good as it's been the last few seasons. But this was just insane. 15 total runs, 12 pitchers used. You had 5 lead changes, late game drama. But the Dodgers hold them off and get their 40th win in this Division Series rematch. It didn't disappoint. I mean, facing the Padres brought out the very best from us from the lineup early in the clutch time into the pitching staff, and Tanner Scott closed out the game. I thought besides one mistake pitch, I thought Tanner Scott was fine. But that pitch to Manny Machado, it was close. Like, it was close to the corner, so it wasn't that bad of a call. It might have been, it probably was a ball, but it was close to the edge. So I don't know. I mean, that's a close pitch to take on a 3-2. It looked like a ball, but it just clipped the corner. Maybe. and it just sounded, and it was a good environment though. I mean, it sounded like a playoff game. Every game between these two teams is like a playoff game. So besides one bad pitch by Tanner Scott, thought he was fine. Got a strikeout, a weak pop out, and a weak fly out to end the game. But the pitching, Dustin May wasn't really good tonight, but he did follow up the 3 bad innings with 2 good innings where he got 2 scoreless. He just didn't have the command tonight. He also hit 6 hits. But yeah, his final ended up being 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, only 1 strikeout, but he got 2 scoreless. Had to send it to the bullpen. And it's just fitting the first game between these two teams go to extra innings. But yeah, Dustin May just didn't have the command tonight. And it also didn't help that Teoscar made trying to make a sliding play for no reason. That also didn't help. But he also threw a bad 1-2 pitch to Tyler Wade. So that was a bad 1-2 pitch. I think it's on both of them. A bad pitch on 1-2 to Tyler Wade. And a bad sliding catch when he really didn't need to slide. But he really shouldn't be in right field. Andy Pius should be in right field. I mean, he's good all around the outfield, but he should be in right field. But yeah, Dustin May, bad first 3 innings, but at least he followed it with 2 scoreless. And then we send it to the bullpen. Padres, I think we sent it to the bullpen in the 6th inning. They went to their bullpen in the 5th inning, I believe. Nick Pivetta didn't have it today. He goes 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Dodgers got to him in this one. They scored 2 in the 1st inning. They scored 2 in that 1st inning. Then a scoreless 2nd, but then they get 3 in the 3rd off a sac fly and then the 2-run homer. Scoreless 4th for Pivetta. But that was it. So he just didn't have it today. I think he was already at 70 or 80 pitches by the end of the 4th inning, so they took him out. Both starting pitchers just didn't have it. So, actually he was at 93 pitches, so yeah, it makes sense why he took him out. It was 5 runs, 4 earned for Pivetta. There was also an error. So, yeah, it wasn't a great outing by Nick Pivetta. Both bullpens were really good. We'll start with the Dodgers. Anthony Bondo went 2 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. I know I kind of trashed him probably in some of the recaps. You can probably go back and find them. I mean, I've recapped every game so far, so it's probably there. But he's actually been pretty good over his last 12 games. Like 2.25 ERA, and he went 6 up, 6 down in a tie game. I mean, it feels like he's pitched the last 12 games. I'm not going to say he's back, but at least he's putting up zeros. I feel like better performances from the starters have kind of given the bullpen arm some rest. I'm not giving excuses, but maybe he was burnt out. I don't know. But at least he's performing well. But it does feel like I said, it feels like he's pitched the last 12 games because it feels like every game he's pitching right now. But 2 scoreless innings there from Bonda. Then you go to Vesia, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout from Vesia. Kirby Yates. And how about that? Your second game back, you're going for the 9th inning. And he looked good out there, man. 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The 1 walk was to Tatis. They were pitching him safely because it was the 9th inning. So yeah, he struck out 2. So Kirby Yates, he's back. His stuff out there looked good tonight. And then go to Tanner Scott. 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Give up that 1-out double with the ghost runner. Even if it was a single, the run was probably going to score anyways. But I thought he looked good. Besides that 1 mistake pitch with the slider, I thought his stuff looked good out there. And was attacking hitters with competitive pitches. Not the before where he'd just throw a bunch of non-competitive pitches and then he'd be down in the count and then it's like, oh shit, I got to throw a strike. And the 1 to Machado probably was a ball, but it was close. It really wasn't like, oh, that's a bad you could say, oh, that's a terrible call. But I get if you say it is, because it looked like it was close. But the Padres offense should have done more. I mean, they had Dustin May on the ropes in 3 innings, and then they went they let him go 2 scoreless. And our bullpen come through as well. So, yeah, Dodgers 12 hits, 8 runs. They scored 2 in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fifth, and then 2 in the 10th to get the win. I don't know why they put in Wandy Peralta and not keeping Robert Suarez. He didn't throw that many pitches in the 9th inning, so I don't get that. Unless they don't want him to, unless they don't want to go multiple innings. I don't know. But yeah, 12 hits, 8 runs, 1 error. And the error was scored 1 of those runs. So yeah, let's go over the offense. Ohtani 1 for 5 and a walk. Betts 1 for 5. Freeman 3 for 5 and RBI, scored 2 runs. So a good 3-hit day for Freddie Freeman. Teoscar 0 for 4 and an RBI. Had an RBI sacrifice fly. Like I said, he had that bad play in the outfield, which he's really been cold since he's come back. Like his OPS has dropped to 766, and he has only 1 homer. Hopefully, he can play better going forward, because we really need him to. And you may recall that he was actually moved late for defense down the stretch last year and in the playoffs, so whatever. Will Smith, 1 for 4, 3 RBIs. He had a 2-run homer and a sacrifice fly. He had his 6th home run of the season. Muncy, 1 for 4 and a walk, scored 2 runs. Andy Paez, 2 for 5 and RBI, had the RBI double that took the lead. He's had a great season overall. Has Andy Paez. Like, he's hitting like 288, and he has really good defense. Or he's hitting like 290 or somewhere around there. 288, 290 mark. Tommy Edman, 2 for 5 and an RBI. He drove in a key run. After we took a 7-6 lead with that double, he brought in another key run to make it 8-6. So, a 2-hit day for Tommy Edman. Ha-Sung Kim, 1 for 3 and an RBI. Had that RBI double that tied the game and continues to prove why he should be starting every day. He's 3 for 3 against lefties. Like, Dave Roberts saying, oh, you gotta build that, or something like, oh, you gotta build that trust. He's 3 for 3 against lefties this season. They've let him hit against lefties 3 times. He's got to hit all 3 times, and including one that tied the game. And he gets another hit off a left-hander. Oh, I'm not surprised. And then he pinch hits for him for no reason. And, Kike actually has lower numbers against lefties than he does righties, by the way. But, yeah, can't trust Ha-Sung Kim yet. I mean, we won, and that's the only negative thing I'm going to say. But I don't know why they pinch hit. But for the the Dodgers, they improved to 40-27. We get our 40th win of the season. Padres had 7 hits, 7 runs, 2 errors. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the third, and then 1 in the 10th. Yuki Masui, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout. Sean Reynolds, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Jeremiah Estrada, 1.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Adrian Moron, Marone, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Robert Suarez, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Peralta, Wandy Peralta, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts. There's the pitching. Tatis, 1 for 3, 2 walks, and Rise, 1 for 5. Machado, 2 for 5 and RBI. Merrill, 1 for 3 walk, 2 RBIs. Gavin Sheets, 1 for 5. Bogarts, 0 for 4 and a walk. Cronenworth, 0 for 3 and a walk. Wade, 1 for 1, 3 RBIs on the triple. Lockridge, pinch hitting over 2, and Elias Diaz, 0 for 4. Man, the bottom of this lineup is so bad. I swear. But yeah, Dodgers win 8-7. They take game 1 in San Diego in extra innings. Scored 2 in the 10th to win it. Tomorrow, I think it's a bullpen game. It'll be at 9:40 Eastern. It'll be Dylan Cease for the Padres, and we'll see tomorrow who the Dodgers pitch. It's going to be a bullpen game, so I assume they're going to have an opener. I think it's probably, if I had to guess, I would say either Matt Sauer or Jack Dreyer, and then Ben Kasparius goes multiple innings. That's what I'm going to guess, but we'll see. But yeah, good way to start this series, and in a big important series to beat the Padres 8-7, and the Padres up 37-28. That's all to say for tonight. Till next time out, peace, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.